Welcome to the Den, the Dark Entertainment Network. I'm the Gothic Rose, and you can find me live on TikTok every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And be sure to catch up on Spotify, YouTube, and Amazon Music, and the new Welcome to the Den blog on WordPress. If you have a terrifying tale you'd like to share, please email me at welcometothedenpodcast@gmail.com. And now let's get to the CelebriT in 3. So let's talk more about Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively and Justin's lawsuit for $250 million against the New York Times for essentially cherry picking all of the text messages that they put into their news article. Now, of course, the New York Times is standing behind their article and the methods that they used to get the information. And in an unsurprising twist, Sony is standing behind Blake Lively. So as of December 23rd, this is what Sony has said about Blake Lively. We have previously expressed our support for Blake in connection with her work on and for the film. We fully and firmly reiterate that support today. Further, we strongly condemn any reputational attacks on her. But the reputational attacks seem to have been coming from Blake Lively's fans. She just wants to blame it on Justin Baldoni, whose lawyer has brought so many receipts as to showing through text messages, full text messages, that he was pushed out of the movie. And he was pushed out of the final edits and they weren't allowed to see. And we now know that Blake Lively fired an editor and a composer and had taken full control of this movie. If she wanted to keep it this way, she probably should have not filed this lawsuit and probably had kept her mouth shut. Then she could have promoted it. It either would have been a success or a flop, but she seems to not be able to deal with the fact that it might have been a flop. So I'm going to read some of the comments that I've gotten on TikTok, and some of them are pretty astute. So we have Nigel Morris says, I think Justin was trying to promote that with all his heart and his soul, and he got bamboozled. And this was in response to my video speaking about the fact that I feel that the message of domestic violence was completely lost. And then Yaya, she responded with, she ruined, meaning Blake Lively ruined the message by promoting her brand, then filed the lawsuit when we didn't like it. And that's a take that I think really makes sense. Someone else, M. Bene, said, you can thank the PR industry for this. All they care about is their smear campaigns. And Stacy Louise 8 says it was lost in the movie too. And then we've got Sarah B 1983. Yes, that's exactly what I'm upset about with all of this. There was a real opportunity to address DV in a big way, and it was just ignored. And then Lottie Spencer said that she didn't think DV is lost. JB advocated and donated 1% of total sales, 1.8 million. The worst is Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds hijacked Justin movie and that he spent 5 years trying to take him down and ruin his reputation. And then Kellogg's 2139 says, I don't think Justin's reputation will be tarnished. He's a victim, just like Johnny was to Amber Heard, these two horrible actresses crying wolf. So this is just public sentiment. This isn't a smear campaign by Justin Baldoni. Mommy Jules says, I don't think Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds' edit did it any justice. I would like to see a remake without Blake Lively and with Justin Baldoni's edits. And Angie Garcia 9776 said you can thank Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds. So it seems like egos took over all of this from this beautiful story, but the author Colleen Hoover is supporting Blake Lively amidst this entire sexual harassment allegation and lawsuit. And, I find it just odd that since her complaint, Justin Baldoni was let go by WME. He was, an award was rescinded from him, like bringing a voice to domestic violence. His co-star on his podcast quit, and that was just the complaint. So to me, that just shows the power of money in Hollywood versus anything else, because he's not rich and famous enough to win this. And once anyone throws sexual harassment out there, it's pretty much, you're tarnishing a reputation that will not make a comeback with a lot of people. So if she had the real receipts, I would be more likely on her side. But right now, it's looking like it's more in Justin Baldoni's favor. Let me know what you guys think. Thank you for joining me in the den on this CelebriT in 3.